So you've lost 3 to 5 pounds of weight loss in the beginning, and then you have hit a stall. This is a very common issue that happens with a lot of people's weight loss, and I'm gonna tell you why this happens and how exactly that we are going to fix this and get through this. Because if you are doing what I'm about to tell you in this video, then you should be losing weight and you should not be having this issue of hitting this stall. After losing 70 pounds myself and coaching several weight loss clients online, I know how it frickin' feels to feel like when you hit this dang stall. It feels like you are doing everything right and that nothing seems to be working. Or it feels like weight loss is just out of control and that your metabolism is broken or there's something else genetically of why you can't lose weight. Like you get confused that why are other people losing weight so easily, but you are someone who is struggling with this. Or you get confused that weight loss just isn't for you because genetically it's just maybe not working for you. You don't understand why you can see all these other people not even really struggle to lose weight, but you try all these things and you still aren't losing weight. So first, let's talk about the beginning part of weight loss. When you lose that 3 to 5 pounds or maybe even a little bit more, it is broken up into 3 parts. So in the beginning, you are losing food out of your stomach. You have less food in your stomach than if you were in a maintenance or if you were in a surplus. Now, when you go into a calorie deficit, you tend to just have less food sitting in your stomach. Next, you are gonna also see a lot of water weight drop off of your body. And this is due to several different reasons, but you are just holding on to less water. And in the beginning of weight loss, you just drop some of that water. And actually, in fact, when you get out of a calorie deficit, you will actually see you will gain a few pounds because you start to add more water back into your system or you start to have a little bit more food in your stomach. Now, the main reason for you lowering water is your muscles hold an energy source called glycogen. And this is essentially just carbs go into your muscles and they store that as energy. Now, when you go into a calorie deficit, you don't hold on to as much glycogen typically. So you will notice that your water gets lowered because for every 1 gram of carb that you eat, you hold on to 3 to 4 grams of water. Now, this doesn't mean you should cut out carbs, but this is what I'm saying is in the beginning of losing weight in a calorie deficit, you just have a little less glycogen in your system, so you tend to drop a little bit of water. And now this last section that you have here is going to be fat coming off of your body. Now, the big issue here is most people think this quick initial part of weight loss is all fat, when in reality, it's food in your stomach, it's water weight coming off you, and there is fat here as well. So they expect weight loss to be faster, when in reality, you're not gonna lose that same amount of progress as you did in the beginning. Now, another big question that we need to ask ourselves is what is the time frame from the beginning of your weight loss to when you've hit that stall? Because a lot of people have a big misconception and say, oh, I've hit a weight loss stall. But then I ask them, how long has it been? And they say, oh, it's been 1 week or 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks. And I'll sit there and be like, you have not given it enough time yet to even see progress. So if your time frame is 1 to 3 weeks, then you are not in a stall, you are not in a weight loss plateau, you just haven't given enough time to see results. Now, there's also something important why people will see a stall is they don't continue to do this thing that I'm about to tell you later in the video. In the beginning of weight loss, their motivation is high. So it's actually easier to lose weight at the beginning because you have a higher motivation. And they stop doing this one thing, whereas if they continue doing it, they would continue to see weight loss progress. So let's talk about that one thing that will continue to get you to see weight loss results long term. And it actually mirrors something that a lot of people forget. So the more accountability that you have for yourself actually goes hand in hand with getting weight loss results. As you get more accountability, you will continue to see more and more weight loss results that actually hold off forever. With my online weight loss clients, one of the best things that I do to help them increase accountability is by just having them track their calories. Not only are they able to hold themselves more accountable in this scenario, but also I'm able to hold them accountable. Now, I know you won't track your calories, you just end up guessing your serving sizes. You sit down to eat dinner and you sit there and add another little scoop of another little scoop of pasta because you just wanted to guess. You don't want to go through the extra time to put that work in and you want to act like it's not as big as a serving size as it really is. Or maybe you've never tracked before. You don't realize that most people greatly underestimate what a serving size really looks like. Or you're good all week long and you kind of just don't care about the weekends. You ruin all of that progress that you made during the week and you don't care about the weekends, where if you tracked your calories, then you would be a lot more aware of what you are having. For example, FIFA was just on and me and my fiance, we were gonna go to the beach, but we just didn't because it stormed and we made a big picture of a margarita. And we decided to sit down, watch a FIFA game, and we drank the entire thing. And then we also ordered a pizza after because we just said, screw it. Because one of the things I wasn't doing at this time, this had just been the other day, I wasn't tracking calories. So I just said, screw it. We already had an entire pitcher of margaritas. Might as well just order the pizza now and say, screw it for the rest of the day. A lot of people are doing this with their diet. Or what you do is you don't call yourself out on your own bullshit. You are too nervous to track calories because you know that now you have to actually hold yourself accountable. It's like when you go for that snack in the cupboard and you act like you didn't have it. Or you eat the whole pint of Ben & Jerry's and act like you didn't eat the whole thing. Or if you're like me, you'll sit there in the past and you would have ate like 9/10 of a bag of chips. And you had that little bit left and you just saved the rest because you want to act like you didn't have the whole entire thing. You aren't calling yourself out enough on your own bullshit. And that is one of the biggest reasons you are staying away from tracking calories. It's not the fact that you don't have time to do so or the fact that you don't know how to. It's the fact that you don't want to do any of these things. You don't want to hold yourself accountable to making sure that you know what a serving size is. You don't want to hold yourself accountable to the weekends. I'm not saying you can ever enjoy yourself, but you don't want to hold yourself accountable to this, or you don't want to call yourself out on your own bullshit. And I'm saying this all from a place of love because I want you to succeed. I wouldn't do this with my clients if I didn't want them to succeed. And I'm also not saying you have to do this forever. So these are the 4 steps that you are going to do to start tracking calories, because once you do this, you should start seeing weight loss progress. You shouldn't hit that stall continuously anymore. You shouldn't hit plateaus, because as long as you keep doing this, you should lose weight. The first step that you need to do is you need to find your calorie deficit. This is very simple to do. You just need to pick a calorie calculator and you need to run with it. Most people try to pick 5 different ones and they say, oh, they give me all different numbers. It's because you are trying to find different ones and almost postponing you actually starting the process of tracking. So pick one and run with it. I have a free calorie calculator that you can download in the description if you want it. I also have a whole free mini course attached to it to help teach you how to lose weight. Once you get that calorie deficit number, then you are going to move on to step 2. Next, you are going to download a tracking app. I recommend Macros First. They have no affiliation to me, but they are easy to use, got a free barcode scanner, and it's very simple. One of the best reasons that I like having an app to use is you can easily just scan the barcodes and it inputs everything for you. Or if you want to track something like protein, after you input all your food, it already tracks all of that for you. It makes this process a lot simpler than manually doing all of it and giving yourself an excuse of why you're not tracking calories. Yes, it's going to add an extra minute or 2, but after you get consistent with it, it really doesn't take much extra time. Step 3, you are going to buy a food scale. Find this cheapest one on Amazon, and then what you are gonna do is you are gonna start now weighing out every single thing that you eat. Most people guess serving sizes. There's one way to not guess, and it is by weighing food out. You will be shocked at how not only how much you underestimate on things, but it's also very easy to weigh things out than doing measuring cups and serving sizes. And those are a little bit more inaccurate than using something like a scale that gives you an exact weight of what something is. You're gonna start noticing it is much easier to put the scale down, put something on top of it, and get an exact weight than it is to take everything out, put it in a little cup, and then dump it onto your plate. So much easier. Most people will get through steps 1 through 3, and they avoid step 4 for one big reason. This is the part where you actually have to hold yourself accountable. This is the part where you have to now start calling yourself out on your own bullshit. But this is the part where you start seeing progress. I want you to now track every single thing that you eat. I guarantee if you can do this consistently, you'll start to see weight loss results. If you want to get those weight loss results that we talked about, like incredible weight loss results, you can technically ask ChatGPT anything. You don't have a lack of information. You could sit and scroll on your phone for an hour and you could watch about 100 videos on losing fat. You could watch this YouTube video or several YouTube videos of mine or other people, and you could still not lose fat because you do the one thing of not holding yourself accountable and not tracking calories, which is one of the best ways to hold yourself accountable. I'm telling you, you cannot get incredible weight loss results like this until you learn how to increase this line of accountability, because these two go hand in hand. These two work together. Without accountability, you won't get weight loss results. Now, if you want weight loss results like this, like you know for a matter of fact that you're going to get them, that you're going to be held accountable, and you need help with this, then I have an entirely one-on-one weight loss coaching program that you can check out in the link in the description if you want to work with me. Now, If you don't want to and you want to figure it out on your own, then watch this next video that I have here where I teach you how to lose 1 to 2 pounds of weight loss a week through this exact system.